Manly P. Hall, born on March 1901, an American writer, scholar and philosopher, best known for his studies in the fields of occultism, spirituality and philosophy. The author claims that many spiritual traditions describe man as a microcosm reflecting the macrocosm, and that man's occult anatomy is in fact a model for understanding the divine nature and the universe itself. According to Hall, man is made in the image and likeness of God and therefore is a miniature representation of the cosmos. In particular, Hall explored the connections between the parts of the human body and the corresponding parts of the sky, such as the head representing the dome of religious temples, the spine the axis of the world, the stairway that goes to heaven, the brain. Hall suggested that every organ in the human body is associated with the planet in the solar system, and that celestial influences can impact people's health and well-being. Very ancient knowledge that you can find with the name of Malethesia or even medical astrology, dating back to at least the 3rd century BC. Hall emphasized the fact that many of the world's religions share common symbols and myths, which in turn represent aspects of the universe and the human body. For example, Hall has suggested that the 12 Greek Olympian deities represent the 12 signs of the zodiac and that Jesus Christ represents the sun, with the 12 apostles representing the 12 months of the year. The various saviors of humanity in the different religions would all be very similar because these very often represent the same aspect, which in the case of Jesus is the sun, as above so below. Hall has suggested that the ladder found in many traditions represents the path to knowledge and wisdom, the ladder that leads to heaven, the spine that ascends to the brain. Furthermore, Hall noted that the human body has 33 vertebrae, and this number is symbolic in the Christian tradition because Jesus died at the age of 33, and it's a sacred number to Masons. According to Hall, this number represents the path of spiritual realization that Jesus went through during his life. The first cervical vertebra is called Atlas, the titan who held the world in his hands, the human skull. The Kundalini, the spiritual energy found at the base of the spine and which can be activated through spiritual practices such as yoga, rises right up the spine, up to the brain and the pineal gland, the divine energy that rises along the spine and unites with divine awareness. Hall tells us that through certain exercises the pineal gland can be made to vibrate, causing initial phenomena such as buzzing, very disturbing for the mind of those who are not ready. Rick Strassman, a psychiatrist and researcher of our days, has conducted studies on DMT, and this very doctor of our days has reported how through certain spiritual practices, concentration techniques, or visual techniques, the oscillation of the brain waves during these practices bring the gland pineal to vibrate at the same frequency as the brain. This leads to a weakening of the barriers of the pineal gland, a bit like the glass that breaks when it begins to vibrate at the frequency of the sound that hits it. The pineal gland not only produces DMT, but also anti-DMT enzymes which therefore counteract any psychedelic effects. This weakening caused by vibration would weaken these anti-enzymes, leading to hallucinations and mystical experiences. Interestingly, during the DMT taking experiments, the participants had very disturbing hearing buzzing sensations just like those described by Manly P. Hall. Thanks for watching.